Hello YouTube, just your average person here, looking to make it a little easier for someone else out there trying to figure out what I figured out already. I should have recorded this as I was doing it. I had already put the door back together, but I'm going to do my best to specifically explain how to fix this issue. I have a 2014 Ford C-Max, and there's not a lot of these on the road. There's not a lot of information on how to fix these, except for maybe some hybrid parts. You know, that's been a big topic on how people are going to fix those. But specifically with this model here, the doors are a little different. This specific vehicle doesn't really exactly match up to some other vehicles, except maybe the Fusion or the Focus in some ways. But anyways, so it's a disclaimer. This is just a temporary way to roll up your window by hand, in case you find it rolled down and you can't roll it up. I would not recommend. I mean, if you can afford to take it to somebody to have it fixed, that's what I recommend, because I don't know what the result would be in doing this. I have yet to discover that. So my issue is I have no power to my window and most of the door. But I will flip it over this camera here. Now this door, if it were to be off, you would find that there is an access point right here behind the door panel, and this is mostly rivets. Everything is mostly rivets. Most of the rivets are on the inside, around the sides here, except for one place. There is a couple places underneath, one or two. You can see that screw there. So you'll have to look around for screws first before you try pulling it off. Now, if you're trying to diagnose your switch first and you want to switch out your switch with your other door, this does come right off. There's a top piece to this whole handle here, and it does come off, and the switch does unplug very easily. Now, the most trouble is getting these back on. You have to be patient. You have to line them up right. You have to line the rivets up right, and you have to really make sure it's on there. Now, once you get into behind here, you'll see there's a big opening. There's a big opening over here. Hold on, let me widen my camera a little bit. There we go. There's a big opening over here, and there's a small opening. And just below the small opening, you'll find a little steel metal. You'll find the end of the motor sitting right at the bottom of that square hole, and that motor will have 3 screws. That has a cap. It's the cap to the motor, the electric motor, and it'll be a little bit difficult to get to, but I was able to manage with a simple screwdriver, and I basically just very carefully unscrewed the cap of the motor. And once you unscrew that, you'll see you'll see the inside of the motor. It's got copper wiring around it. It's like a spindle. When you grab that and you turn it this way, if you grab it and turn it this way, be careful don't let it twist out, because it will want to twist out. You want to hold it there, and there's going to be a little bit of tension. When you turn it, there's going to be a little bit of, it's going to want to go back a little bit. You're going to feel a little resistance, but that's normal, because it's pushing the regulator, and the regulator is what keeps the window still. So when you feel that, don't worry about it. Just keep turning, and very, very slowly, the window will go up. Now, when you let it go, just make sure it's still where it needs to be, and then just put the cap back on, put the screws back in. I'm not sure that, I think that's everything. See, my window was, you can even see where it was before my window, and I was able to roll it all the way back up. So I hope that helps somebody. I debated whether or not to take this apart to show people, but it's been such a process for me. But yeah, I hope that helps somebody out there. Now, again, as a disclaimer, I don't know, I don't take any responsibility for knowing what happens when you do it this way, but just know that, this is just a simple way just to get it up. I know these electric motors are hard to figure out sometimes. Alrighty, well, that's all. I hope you guys have a good day.